Hi, my name is Caroline Messerly, and I did my book review on this book here. It's called The Midwife's Apprentice by Karen Cushman, and it is a John Newbery Award-winning book. So this book is about a homeless girl named Brat who is taken in by a midwife after Brat asks her if she has any work to do. Brat takes on life as a midwife's apprentice and works for food and a place to live. Throughout this book, Brat builds up her confidence as she is thrown into new situations. Watch as she finds her self-worth and whom she wants to be. This book is aimed for children between the ages of 11 and 14. The main character herself is about 12 or 13 years old. It's geared mainly towards young girls, but boys could read it. But I think it's mainly for girls because the main character is a girl. It's about a midwife, so it's about birthing children and being in that kind of scene. The book introduces a couple of events that are not really appropriate for young girls to read, or boys, and goes against the Catholic curricular standard. The following example sentence that I'm about to read is one of the reasons why I think it's inappropriate. So the sentence is, Jane Sharp and the baker fell to such furious hugging and kissing, and him with a wife and 13 children in their cottage behind the ovens, that the startled beetle fell right out of the tree. So in the sentence, it states that there's a baker with a wife and 13 children at home, but he's here kissing this other lady. So just that alone does not go along with the Catholic teaching of the seventh commandment, thou shalt not commit adultery. Two themes that are brought throughout this book is coming of age and justice. So the coming of age is where the main character starts off as a homeless nobody. She doesn't have a care in the world about anyone except her finding food and a warm place to sleep and live. And she doesn't really have any original thoughts to think. She just wants to live, and that's about it. But throughout the book, when she's taken in, she grows into someone who gives herself a real name. She has future goals for herself. She builds up confidence in who she is as a person. And because of that, I think that's amazing. I think young girls could really profit from reading a book like that in a time where they're still trying to figure out who they are. But there's a theme of justice about in the middle of this book that I don't want kids to read. So justice is brought about by the main character trying to Justice is brought about by the downfall of all the people who have wronged the main character. So in chapter 7, the main character dresses up as the devil and uncovers secrets of town people who wronged her while she was homeless. Many of these people have their jobs taken away, their lives ruined, they're overall just embarrassed about what's found out about them. And for a book that's geared for people from 11 to 14, where they can be very easily influenced, it just suggests that, you should make sure that justice is done if someone wrongs you, that they should, quote unquote, get what they deserve. But this is not entirely the truth. It's almost better to not get justice because it doesn't make you feel better. The following sentence from chapter 7 is an example about this. So the villagers agreed, and so the miller who had listened to the devil did not have his hands chopped off, but only stood one day in the rain with his millstone tied around his neck. The couple sentences that I had read are inappropriate for the age group. And it goes against the general Catholic language arts teaching standard for kindergarten through 6th grade. This standard that I chose states, shares how literature can contribute to strengthening one's moral character. So within this book, there are a couple separate times that the author hints at adultery, and the author chooses to give the main character justice for all the people who wronged her within this book. And those both just very obviously go against the Catholic teaching and do not promote good moral character. So that is just a blurb of what my book review for this book is. And that's just my Catholic perspective on it. Thank you for listening.